Thank you everyone for making the time. We're exploring for copper in the southern Gobi of Mongolia, and for those who aren't too familiar with that region, thought this is a good slide to kick off. Pretty flat, no mountains, no forests, the most sparsely populated country in the world, within trucking distance the world's largest consumer of most commodities and copper. We're about a couple of 100 kilometres from China. The usual forward-looking statements. So Kincora Copper. We're listed on the Venture Exchange with the ticker KCC. We've got about a 10 million, 11 million market cap, 2.1 million in the bank at the end of June. And we're focused on the next generation of Tier 1 porphyries in Mongolia. There are 4 reasons why we feel that we are differentiated from most copper exploration plays, and I'll run through those here. First of all is the team. We have a team with multiple track records of success, found multiple Tier 1 assets. It's probably pretty hard to find a team with this sort of CV and a junior of our size anywhere else in the world. And the reason why they've come together is because we're looking to leverage that team's exploration track record. We've been operating in the country since 2011, 2012. There's a unique balance between commercial strategy, experience operating in the country, and obviously exploration nous. We're looking to roll this out with an M&A and also exploration of the existing portfolio strategy. We're aligned to shareholders. Very important, this is risk capital. We're an exploration play. You've got low cash overheads. You've got remuneration that's very much aligned with shareholders and a board and management with skin in the game. So why was this team attracted to the location? We're in one of the fastest emerging infrastructure and mining regions anywhere in the world at the moment. We're undertaking the first modern systematic exploration in this vastly mineralised but significantly underexplored belt. This is Mongolia's leading mineral province. While these exploration techniques are common in other parts of the world, they haven't been rolled out on district scale exploration within this belt. You're seeing Rio Tinto starting to implement this in certain postage stamp land holdings in the belt. You're seeing another listed company, Xanadu Mines, having some very good exploration results also in the belt. But we've got a true district scale portfolio that we're working up. This belt, to put it into perspective, and I'll go through a slide later in the presentation regarding this, in terms of comparable landmass to northern Chile, where you see 15 producing copper mines. There's over 100 years worth of production in northern Chile. Here you've only got 5 years worth of production. The prospectivity of these porphyry belts, generally they occur in clusters. So that's what we're trying to focus on, is the next generation. Some of these targets we feel have got good potential for that. So as mentioned, we're undertaking this first modern systematic exploration, very disciplined approach across the dominant position in this district. We've got a target at Bronze Fox where, if we have success this year, it's such a scale that it would likely be the first major porphyry discovery anywhere in the world since 2014, and I'll come back to that a little bit later. We're drilling a brownfield target that's 10 kilometres away from $1 billion construction pit, open pit that's ongoing, and we're pursuing some further other advanced targets for M&A. This strategy has been well backed from a number of leading institutions that have undertaken significant due diligence in the last 12 months. LIM Investment Management out of Hong Kong, EBRD, which is one of the biggest investors in Mongolia, and RCF are just a few of the names that have joined the register in the last 12 months. So who's the team? That's John Holliday. He's on our board. He's the chairman of our technical committee. He's credited with Cadia. That's Peter Lehman there next to him. Peter is credited with Riko Dicko, Tier 1 asset in Pakistan for BHP. He ran the last district scale exploration in this belt in the mid-2000s when he was responsible for the JV with Ivanhoe. And with that, we've got the chief geophysicist from Ivanhoe, BHP and HBX, Barry DeWitt, who worked with Peter at that stage. Immats was one of the 6 executive exploration team at OT during the discovery and delineation stage. He's an advisor to us, and we've got a strong Mongolian team. Mola's there, he's our head geologist, ex-Trafigura. We've got the chairman. Our chairman was the previous president who built stage 1 of OT, the open pit, chaired their exploration committee. I've been with Kincora for 6 years, leading the strategy, and then we've got a strong board. There's no passengers in this team, and I guess many people focus on how many years of exploration experience they've got, while really the thing that most geologists and juniors should be talking about, what their success rate is. So again, why Mongolia? Why this belt? When the last period of district scale exploration took place, this belt made a number of discoveries. It was a significant contributor. Since that period, the industry struggled. You've had an increase in copper price, but you haven't seen that feed through into new discoveries. This is the criteria according to S&P Global Market Intelligence. And as touched on, this is what we think Bronze Fox could potentially become if we have success drilling this field season. We've got a 1.3 to 1.5 million tonne contained metal exploration target on Bronze Fox, and we're looking to drill that in the next couple of months. So location, coming back to that point of why Mongolia and why this belt. Oyu Tolgoi is the largest expansion project currently taking place in the industry anywhere. It'll be the 3rd biggest copper mine in the world. That's being led through Turquoise Hills, that's listed here, but controlled by Rio Tinto. There's a $2 billion construction project that's privately held, not so well known, called 7 Savaga. And then we've got the dominant position in the belt, where we're looking to drill again at Bronze Fox this field season, and also East 7 Savaga. You're starting to see increasing activities taking place in this belt. So what's this approach that we're undertaking? We've got the dominant position in this belt. We're looking to systematically work up all these targets to the next value curve point. The sweet spot for a junior is in that target testing, advanced drilling, and that's where we've got 3 drill targets that fit this field season. There's been significant work that's taken place to de-risk these targets. And say, for example, at Bronze Fox, since we last drilled in this western zone, which will be the focus of our exploration activity this field season, where we had 3 holes out of the 4 that were drilled, intersecting over 1% copper, there's been significant exploration activity that's taken place. So what does value look like if we're successful? For Bronze Fox alone, it's relatively easy to quantify, given the position we're located in the belt and Xanadu mines. If I just quickly go back, you can see Xanadu Mines' flagship asset, Karmatai, that's about 120 kilometres away from Bronze Fox. Karmatai has had about 200,000 metres of drilling. Bronze Fox, we've only done 24,000 metres. We've got an exploration target, again, as touched on, between 1.3 to 1.5 million tonnes of metal. That, when people say, what is the exploration target, is that a thumbsuck, or how much confidence do you have on that? That sits within a block model. The reason we couldn't get that into 43101 was historically we never had specific gravities, which is needed for the QP to sign off. This field season, we've relogged 24,000 metres of core. We've got the specific gravity, and we've got that up to a 43101 data quality standard at least. So when you look at Xanadu, like asset, still exploration pre-PEA, they've got a 90 million market cap or thereabouts, relative to us at between 10 to 11. And I guess a target and a resource inventory that's larger sitting on our end. So market cap, amount of drilling, and valuation, I guess, are the key points to take away there. Then how do we compare to our other peers listed in Canada that are looking for gold-rich copper porphyries in emerging jurisdictions? Obviously, this isn't a full list, but for comparison's sake, I thought it worth putting up here. These are, again, exploration stage projects. They are not at PEA level or commercial development. They're all in emerging markets. They've all had significantly more drilling than what we have at Bronze Fox. They've got, you can see there, besides Sol Gold with the fantastic discovery in Ecuador, smaller inventory, discounting the fact that ours is still an exploration target, not 43101, of course. We own 100% of the asset, which is relatively unique to a number of peers. And then I'd argue that we've got good valuation. People ask, why Sol Gold? Why do you include them in our peer group? And I guess, as the comment there in the orange bubble states, we think exploration success at East 7 Savaga, with the 4 very large intrusions that we're looking to drill test this field season, is really that sort of scale. So why Kincora? We've got a team with an excellent track record. We're aligned to shareholders. We're undertaking the first modern exploration across the district with a couple of very advanced targets that have clear valuation parameters and analogues for the upside if we are successful executing on our strategy this field season. And we're the foremost group pursuing further counter-cyclical opportunities in Mongolia. So thank you very much.